Hi everybody, my name is Gracie Kimmerlinga and I am from Troop 2486, and for my Gold Award I will be teaching you guys some of the flag basics for Color Guard. So first things first, we do have to start off with some wrist stretches. So for this part I am going to call in one of my troop members to come help me with this part because she will be showing you guys the next part of this video. So first things first, we're going to extend our arm out so we can rotate our wrist one way, and then we're going to rotate them back, and then we're going to hold it up and pull it back. Not too hard because, I mean, then you're going to hurt yourself, but pull just enough so you can get a wrist stretch right down here. You're going to turn it and pull it down just the same. You're going to do the same to the other hand. And right back down. You're going to pull your arm right across and rotate it. Rotate it the other way. Switch arms. And then rotate it last time. There you go. So before my troop member comes back in to help us with the next part, I do have to explain what ready position or rest position is. So all it is you put your hand right at the bottom of the tape, which should be, the end of your silk, and then the next hand is supposed to come all the way to a third of the silk, and this flag is kind of taped, but you can't really see it. I don't think it's a blue, light blue, so you put your hand there, which should be like a third of the silk kind of, and both thumbs are either up or you can lay them flat. I like to keep my thumbs up. It keeps them for balance, and you just stand with your elbows a little dropped but a little bit raised to show that you are, performing and your posture is nice. So one of the most basic parts of color guard is called drop spins. It is one of the first things that you do learn as a spinner on flag. So it's really basic, but it does get a little complicated if you do it the wrong way, because there is always a right and a wrong way to do things. So when you start, your hands are in the ready position, as I explained in the first part of the video. You're going to end up dropping your flag wherever the hand that's on top is. You're going to have the flag drop down to that side, and then you're going to have all the way down to where your thumbs are down. So let my team member show you that. So notice how both of her hands, it looks like they're crossed, but they're not, but they're both facing down. And so when the silk goes down, both of your thumbs are down. And so when you bring it back up, the silk and your thumbs are both facing the same way. And so now they're there. To stop the flag after like a continuous rep of drop spins, you would have to kind of pop and attack the pole from both of your hands, going at, one is going to attack this way and the other one's going to attack this way, but your more dominant hand usually tends to interfere, so they'll attack stronger than your less dominant hand. For me, it's my right. So if you push too far in on one side, you end up leaning that way without it looking strong and performance ready. But if you attack with both force, that's with both arms, then it does come out really nicely. I will show one example of her stopping it incorrectly and then correctly. So do another. Notice how she did push with her more dominant hand onto this side, so it ended up this way, and she's going to do a rep of 6 again to show you the correct way. Notice how she did attack strong, and they're both right in the center. So from extensions, that one, you are still kind of in ready position, but instead of being here, you're going to slide your top hand down to where the tape was and your hand all the way down to where the cap is. Some people have their hand more into the pole only because they're shorter and they don't want to hit the ground, because if you hit the ground then it ends up making you lose balance, or it'll make you, you know, tilt yourself. So I like to have my hand all the way at the cap just because I don't think I'm that short. But so when you start, you're gonna have your hand under, and this one is over the pole. So when you go, this will go all the way out to this 45, and notice how my wrist is, because when it comes back down, you're gonna tilt it. So when it comes back down to this 45. So usually when it comes down, you do have more momentum there, so it kind of falls down by itself. But coming back up, it is a little bit more forceful, and you go back to that exact same spot. And to end this part of the exercise, you just end right back where you started. To do the left side, because it is the exact same thing, just like anything else, and you would have your hand on this side of the cap and this side on the bottom, and you would go up to this top 45, and depending on what your dominant hand is, it depends if you can have that wrist strength, but that is the reason why we did a little warm up in the beginning of this video. So when it comes back down, it will end back to the same 45, and it depends on which side you're more dominant on, can cause you to be better on one side or the other. So when you're on this side, you're going to come all the way right back up, and then to end it, you're right here. So to show you a little rep of both sides, you're just going to come up, back, up, front. To switch over to the next side, you're going to go up, back, up, front. So the next part of this video, I will be showing you guys how to do one of the more basic tosses of color guard. It is just a single, so it's nothing too extreme, but it is one of the more tosses that are used quite often in color guard shows and stuff like that. So you will start in ready position, but you'll come back down to the other side. You're going to come back down, and because we are in ready position, we're just going to knock it all the way back down, because our hand is a third into the self already, which is the exact same spot that we are supposed to be tossing. This hand is just going to slide all the way halfway through to the rest of the pole. So from here down, they're just going to be halfway. So the momentum of this toss does come with the push of it, and so the harder you push, the higher it gets. But that's not just the only part. It's when you push and then you have to raise your hand up. So for the position of a single, you do have to be kind of where your temples are on your head, right by your eyes, a little above. And so sometimes we call them like antlers, because just if you put both hands up, it does look kind of like antlers. So the momentum does go down and up, and so the flag will be kind of halfway when you release it. So I'll just show you. So how to toss this flag, you do release here and catch. So when you catch this hand, because it's down, you're just going to bring it all the way back up, and because this hand is up, you're just going to come right back down. And remember, if you remember back to the drop spins portion of this video, you will remember, hopefully you do remember, that when you caught the drop spin, you did have to kind of catch hard just so it doesn't go wobbly all over the place or go to one spot that you don't want it to go. So to redo the toss, you know, instead of doing everything, you can just switch to the right to the bottom, and then the hand that's in the pole, you do switch it back to the top, and then to toss it again, same strategy. One more time, and up, and there it goes. Same thing on the left side. A lot of people do again say that your more dominant hand is easier to spin than your other hand. It just kind of depends on you. So same thing, this hand has to go all the way down. Well, this hand has to go up kind of a little bit right to where your temples are. So to spin, you catch, same thing, you switch, and you switch to the other hand, and up, and catch one last time here, and that is a single. So again, my name is Gracie Kimmerlinga. I am from Troop 2486, and this is for my Gold Award, and what I taught you was a little wrist exercises, your ready position, your drop spins, your extensions, and your singles. And I hope this was informative to you, and I hope that you have a great rest of your day. Bye!